Now we can see example number 7. Example 7, page number 62. Here cot x is given minus pi by 12. X lies in second quadrant. Find the value of other trigonometric function. Right? Cot x is given minus pi by 12. X lies in second quadrant. Then find the value of other trigonometric function. Right? We write here again. Given what is given? Cot x is minus pi by 12. X lies in second quadrant. So in second quadrant will be written as in an interval form. What is it? Pi by 2 to pi. Second quadrant. See here again I repeat, I don't have axis, coordinate axis here. So you get here pi by 2. Here you get 0, pi, 3 pi by 2, and here again you get 2 pi. So this is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. So this is pi by 2 to pi. X lies in pi. Also we write the sign of all trigonometric function. All positive, S positive, T is positive, and C is positive. Right. So cot x is minus pi by 12. So we write first tan x here. What is tan x? The reciprocal of cot. That is minus 12 upon 5. Minus 12 upon 5. Right. Now we apply the identity in terms of cot or cot and cosec or sec and tan. So we write here, what is the identity we have done? Sec square x minus tan square x is equal to 1. Or we may also apply the cosec square x minus cos square x is equal to 1. Any identity you can apply here. So we substitute the value of tan x here. The sec square x minus 12 upon 5 whole square is equal to 1, and therefore sec square x minus what is square? 144 minus square is plus, then upon 5 that is 25 is equal to 1. So therefore we get sec square x is equal to 1 plus 144 by 25. So you can see here 25 plus 144 by 25, right? And this is 169 by 25 sec square x. So therefore sec x is equal to plus or minus 169 upon 25. 169 is the perfect square of 13. So we write 13 upon 5. 25 is the perfect square of 5. Right? Sec x. The true value of sec x is not possible at the time. So we have to check the condition. X lies in second quadrant. So x lies in second quadrant. So which function is positive in second quadrant? Only sine. Sine and its reciprocal, that is cosec. So sec x is negative. So sec x is equal to, we get minus 13 upon 5. Right? So now, very simple. The reciprocal of sec x, that is cos x. So cos x is minus 5 upon 13. Right? Now what remains? We have find that cot x is given, tan x we have find, sec x we have find, cos x is also fine. Now we require what? Sine only. So sine x is equal to, the cos x is given, so from this we get sine x also. Sine x is also written as, see the sine x upon cos x into cos x. Right? Sine x upon cos x into cos x. cosec cancel, you get sin x. Then sin x is also written as product of tan x into cos x. So we have find already tan x. What is tan x? Minus 12 by 5. What is cos x? Is minus 5 by 30. Right. And therefore, see the minus minus plus, this 5 is also cancelled. So you get 12 upon 30. So this is value of sin x. Now its reciprocal is cosec x. So cosec x is equal to 13 by 12. Right. So see here, x lies in second quadrant. In second quadrant, s is positive. By always see sin is positive, and its reciprocal is also positive. So sin x and cosec x is positive. Remaining all four values, the one is four value. Cos x is negative, tan x is also negative. Then sec x is also negative, cos x is also negative. Right? In this way, you can find values of all trigonometric function from given values. Now, example 8. Find the value of sin 31 pi by 3. Right. See here, sin 31 pi by 3. So we apply the formula here. We have derived this formula, sin of 2 and pi plus x is equal to sin x. So where x is what? X lies in first quadrant only. Right. And we have seen the value of sin function is repeat after the 2 pi. And from this we get sin of 2 and pi plus x is equal to sin x. We have already derived this formula previously. So see here, x is equal to given 31 pi by 3, which is not in the first quadrant. So here, x is equal to 31 pi by 3 is not in first quadrant. So we have to convert this 31 pi by 3 into first quadrant. So how we convert this? So here sin 31 pi by 3 will be written as sin of 2 and pi plus x, that is 31 pi by 3. Put x is equal to 31 pi by 3. Right? Put here in this formula 31 pi by 3. Right? The sign is repeated after in the interval of 2 pi. Right? Take LCM here. So sin 3 to the 6 and pi plus 31 pi by 3. And belongs to what? Z here. And belongs to Z. And belongs to Z. So put n is equal to take any integer such that which is near to 31. So put n is equal to what? Minus 5 we write. Put n is equal to minus 5. So sin 6 into minus 5 pi plus 31 pi 3. So put n is equal to minus 5. So we have to take what nearest value of take value of n such that the 6 and 5 will be nearest to 31 pi. Right? So put n is equal to minus 5. So we get minus 35, which is nearest to 31 pi. So we write here sin of minus 30 pi plus 31 pi by 3. Right? And is equal to, you get, what is it? Sin pi by 3. So sin pi by 3 is what? Sin pi by 3 is known value. Sin pi by 3 is equal to, you get root 3 by 2. The value of sin 31 pi by 3 will be sin pi by 3 is equal to root 3 by 2. Now second sum, example 9. Page number 63. Find the value of cos minus 1710 degree. So here value of x is given minus 17. Here take x is equal to minus 1710 degree. Degree measure given. So we have formula also here. We know that cos 2n pi plus x is equal to cos x. What is here? X is equal to minus 1710 degree, which is not lies in the first quadrant. So we have to convert minus 1710 degree into first quadrant. Right? The substitute x is equal to here, and this is the tangent measure. We convert into degree measure also. So put pi is equal to 180. 2n pi, that is also written as 360 degree n. 2 pi is equal to 360 degree n plus x is equal to cos x. Right? This will be written as cos 2n pi will be written as 360 degree n. 2 pi is equal to 360. So now put n x is equal to what? Minus 1710 degree. So cos 360 degree and plus minus 1710 degree is equal to cos of minus 1710 degree. Right? Now select, choose the value of n. N belongs to what? Z here. N belongs to Z. So choose any integer such that this product will be near to 1710 degree. So again we put n is equal to, take n is equal to 5. N is equal to 5. So we get cos 360 into n minus 1710 degree is equal to cos of minus 1710 degree. Right? N is equal to, we have to put 5 here. What is 36 by that? 180. So therefore it is cos 180 minus 1710 degree is equal to cos minus 1710 degree. The subtraction of this cos, what is it? 1800 minus 1710 is what? 90 degree. Is cos minus 1710 degree. And cos 90 degree is, we know that it is 0. So cos minus 1710 degree. So we get cos of minus 1710 degree is equal to 0. This is the final answer. Now I am going to solve exercise 3.2. From this I am consider few examples. Remaining example you have to solve yourself. So I am taking here question number 4. Sec x is equal to 13 by 5. Question number 4. Sec x is equal to 13 by 5. Then find the value of other trigonometric function. The second condition given x lies in fourth quadrant. Right? Find the value of other trigonometric function. Sec x is given 13 by 5. So right here, sec x is 13 by 5, and therefore its reciprocal is cos x is 5 by 13. Right? And here given x lies in fourth quadrant. X lies in fourth quadrant, that is written as 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. Fourth quadrant. 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, interval form. Right? So from cos x we find now sin x by using the identity. We know that cos square x plus sin square x is equal to 1. The substitute value of cos x here, 5 upon 13 whole square plus sin square x is equal to 1. And therefore this is 25 by 169 plus sine square x is equal to 1. So from this we get sine square x is equal to 1 minus 25 by 169. Change the sign. So from this we get sine square x, take LCM, so 169 minus 25 by 169, and therefore sine square x is equal to, what is subtraction here? It is 144. 144 by 169. So therefore sine x is equal to plus or minus square root of 144 by 169, right? And is equal to, we write plus or minus 12 upon 13, right? Sine x, and as we know that the value of any trigonometric function is not at a time two values are possible, and only one value is possible, and for that we have to check the condition. So x lies in 4 quadrant. Now what given, x belongs to 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, 4 quadrant, right? And 4 quadrant, only cos is positive and its reciprocal, others are negative, and therefore sin x is negative here, less than 0. So we write sin x is equal to what? Negative value minus 12 upon 13. If we find cos and sin, then we find all other function. So now we take the ratio, reciprocal of sin x, we get cosec x, and that is what? Minus 13 upon 12. Next value. Right. Cos x is given, sec x already we have find, sec x is given, cos x already we have find. Right, then tan x. So what is tan x? The ratio of sin and cos. Sin x upon cos x, and is equal to minus 12 upon 13 divided by what? Cos 5 upon 13, and is equal to, you get minus 12 upon 5. This is value of tan x. Then the cot x is what? Reciprocal of this tan is minus 5 upon 12. Again you check. Sec x is given 13 by 5. We have find value of cos x is 5 by 13, which is positive. Why? Lies in 4 quadrant. Then we have find sin x, which is negative. Why? Because it is lies in 4 quadrant. Sin is negative in 4 quadrant. Cos x is reciprocal of this, is also negative. Then tan is also negative. The ratio of sin cos we get minus 12 by 5, and cot x is reciprocal of tan x, that is minus 5 by 12. Now question number 7 in exercise 3.2. Question number 7. Find the value of cosec minus 1410 degree. Right? So we know that cosec x is equal to cosec 2n pi plus x. Right here, degree measure given, so we convert this 2n pi into degree measure. So 2 pi is equal to what? 360 degree. And therefore this is also written as cosec x is equal to cosec 360 degree and plus x. Now what is x? Minus 1410. X is here. X is given minus 1410 degree. So put here cosec minus 1410 degree is equal to cosec 360 degree and minus 1410 degree. Now select the value of n. N belongs to what? Z here. N is integer. N belongs to Z. Select the value of n such that the 360 n is the nearest value of the 1410. Take n is equal to what? 2. Right? N is equal to 2. Put n is equal to 2 here. N is equal to 2. Then you get cosec will be 360 into 2 minus 1410 degree. N belongs to Z. We write n is equal to 3 also. We take n is equal to 3, then what is 360 into n? 360 into 3 is 0. 60 is 80. 1 3 then 1080. So which is 360 into 2 is 7 to 100. Right? Then 360 into 4 0. So see here, if n is equal to 3, then it is 1080. N is equal to 2, then you get 720. N is equal to 4, then you get 1440. The nearest value of 1410 is what? 1410. So we take n is equal to 4, not n is equal to 2. So put n is equal to 4, and we get here n is equal to 4. Right from this, the cosec 360 into 4 is given 1440 minus 1410 degree. Right, and therefore it is cosec 1410 minus 1410 is 30 degree. And cosec 30 degree is what? Reciprocal of sine 30. Sine 30 is what? Sine pi by 6 is 1 upon 2. The cosec 30 is 2. The value of this is cosec minus 1410 is what? 2. Next sum. Next sum I have considered example number 10. Question number 10. Find the value of cos minus 15 pi by 4. So here also we apply the same formula. Cos x is equal to cos 2n pi plus x. Right? All the values of trigonometric function is repeat after the 2 pi. All trigonometric functions. So we apply this formula 2n pi plus x and belongs to z. So put x is equal to, here x is equal to given minus 15 pi by 4, and therefore cos minus 15 pi by 4 will be written as cos 2n pi minus 15 pi by 4. Take LCM. Cos 8 n pi, 4 to the 8 n pi minus 15 pi by 4 and is equal to cos. Now select the value of n, take the value of n which is near to 15 pi. So 8 to the 16, 8 to the 16, the take n is equal to what? 2. And therefore you get cos 8 to the 16 pi minus 15 pi by 4, and is equal to write cos pi by 4, and is equal to you get cos pi by 4 is 1. Right? So what is the value of cos minus 15 pi by 4 is 1. In this way you can solve other sum. Right? Example of exercise 3.2. We complete here exercise 3.2, and thank you. Next time we start sum and difference of the angle. Formula on the page of sum and difference of two angles. Okay, thank you.